Yes, ladies and gentlemen, episode 40 of Pokemon Horizons titled Farewell Sprigatito just dropped, and in this episode, Sprigatito heads back to the breeder she was raised to and leaves Liko. Why? Let's find out. This episode is focused on Liko Sprigatito. Early in the episode, when Liko and Roy are battling against each other, a leafage from Sprigatito accidentally hit and injures Liko when she steps in front of it to protect Terapagos and Hatena. Sprigatito seems devastated by this, so as Liko is getting treated by Molly, it heads out into a cat-shaped building in the distance that it noticed early on. Liko tries to find her Sprigatito and goes inside the building. Turns out, the place she went to was where she was raised. The person in charge here, Manya, takes care of a bunch of cat Pokemon, and this is where Liko Sprigatito was also bred. She's a breeder. When Liko tells her that for some reason Sprigatito came back to this place, Manya tells Liko that sometimes trainer and Pokemon just aren't meant to be, so the Pokemon return back. This is horrifying to Liko. She denies it and tries to get Sprigatito to come back to her to the ship, but it keeps ignoring her. When she eventually catches up to it and grabs it, trying to talk to it, it scratches her hands and leaves. Liko is devastated. That's when we learn the backstory about Liko Sprigatito. Turns out the Sprigatito has always been a bit aloof. However, one time while other Sprigatito were playing around in the roof, it saved one that was falling, so it started getting a lot of love from all the other Pokemon. That's because it had an unusually strong leafage. However, one day, a Spidops came in and grabbed the other Sprigatito as they were playing. Trying to save the other Pokemon, it used its leafage, which was already stronger than usual to begin with, to save them. However, the other Sprigatito got hurt in the process, so they started getting scared of it. So it seems that when it hurt Liko, it felt bad just like before, which is why it came back. It doesn't want to hurt the people it likes. We also learn here that Sprigatito was staring at Liko and was enamored by her in the school interview when it first happened. That was the school interview about the different types of starters the trainers might get. So the breeder says that she had a good idea that they would be a good match. Hearing this, Liko goes to her Sprigatito to talk about it. She tells it that all the adventures and getting stronger together has been with Sprigatito on her side, and she wants to continue to be partners to continue their adventure. Hearing this, Sprigatito retracts her claws, and it seems all good again. However, they then hear Hatena's cry. Terapagos and Hatena have wandered their way into the building, but then, just like in the past, a Spidops arrives and grabs Hatena and Terapagos. However, this time with the trust that Liko and Sprigatito have with each other, Liko and Sprigatito use Leafage on the Spidops. The Leafage then turns into Magical Leaf and it knocks away the Spidops, saving Terapagos and Hatena without hurting them. The trainer and partner Pokemon are now happy. The episode ends with another battle between Liko and Roy. However, the Magical Leaf by Sprigatito impresses all that watch and KOs Roy's Fuecoco as Sprigatito and Liko high-five to end the episode. All the goodbye blank whatever episodes are never an actual goodbye episode. There have only been like 3 or 4 actual goodbye episodes where the title matches the episode. The rest are usually episodes where we learn the backstory of a Pokemon when a Pokemon is mad at its trainer. And that seems to be the case in this episode too. We learn the type of Pokemon Sprigatito was before, how it reacted when it met Liko, and how it's a Pokemon that wants to take care of others around it. And this episode also fixed something that I was complaining about, which was that Sprigatito hadn't learned a new move in a very long time. We finally got an evolution on a move. I was looking at what other moves the Sprigatito line can learn, and I think the reason it still has Scratch in its arsenal is because it can learn Slash. So, I have a feeling that similar to Leafage turning into Magical Leaf, Scratch will one day turn into Slash. Let's hope that does become the case. Other than that, it was great to see an episode where our main character goes to bond with their actual partner Pokemon. Because they're around every episode, I feel like the writers kind of ignore this. They just think they're together all the time so they have a great bond. But I'm glad to see an episode like this where it actually reinforces that. Hopefully, they continue similar things like this going forward. But what did you guys think of this episode? Let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter at TheRealPDGaming. And that's it. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.